Is pumpkin seed oil an effective hair loss remedy? Can it really grow your hair back? In this video, we will look at the famous 2014 pumpkin seed oil study in depth and really investigate whether or not pumpkin seed oil can regrow hair. And if so, what is the best pumpkin seed oil on the market and how to use it for the best results? So stay with me till the end. Also guys, do me a quick favor and hit the like button down below. It helps this video get found by more people and you also help make my day. And just for liking the video, here's a picture of a cute baby kangaroo. Aww. So baldness and hair loss might be something still mainly associated with men, but more women than ever are dealing with hair loss too. And according to the American Hair Loss Association, 40% of those affected by hair loss are women, and around 63% of them claim to experience problems related to their career because of it. And you probably already know that if you want to incorporate more fatty acids, anti-inflammatory vitamins, and good minerals into your diet, that eating more nuts and seeds will help you reach that. Most people are going to think of walnuts, almonds, chia seeds, and flax seeds, but many of us forget pumpkin seeds on that list. Remember, they're full of protein and healthy fats that your body needs. And when we look at pumpkin seed oil, for example, we find that it's an oil that is extracted from the pumpkin seed or the Cucurbita maxima. You often find it called pepita oil, that is used as a cooking oil as well. And it has been reported that pumpkin seeds contain high amounts of carotenoids, fatty acids, and vitamins, which are beneficial for the body, and some use it for beyond just hair growth. What else do you find people using it for? You find it used for menopause, heart health, and an overactive bladder too. What's also special about pumpkin seed oil is that it also contains compounds that have anti-inflammatory properties, which help soothe irritated or inflamed scalp conditions such as dandruff or scalp psoriasis, which if you tackle those conditions down, if you have them, you could already subsequently improve your hair loss just from tackling those two down. But these claims really made 2014 a big year for pumpkin seeds. And what do I mean? It was only in 2014 when a team of Korean researchers published a study on pumpkin seed oil and its effects on pattern hair loss, making hair loss headlines across the world. What was the study, you might ask? Well, it was a double-blind, placebo-controlled one that was published in the Evidence-Based Complementary and Alternative Medicine Journal, which is a big deal. And over 24 weeks, those struggling with an androgenetic alopecia took either placebo or pumpkin seed oil supplements in an attempt to improve hair thickness, right? And the results were actually very impressive. Check this out. Patients with mild to moderate hair loss who took pumpkin seed oil supplement experienced 40% more hair growth than those who took the placebo, who only experienced 10% more hair growth. Let me say that again. 40% increase in hair counts over 24 weeks. That's actually amazing. The study also provided pictures of this. As you can see, the signs of increased hair density, which when observing is actually a remarkable achievement. This conclusion and these pictures really kick-started pumpkin seed oil as a natural option for hair growth. And it probably had to do with pumpkin seeds' phytosterols. And what do I mean by this? Phytosterols are sterols found in many plants. They're a lot like cholesterols, only with more positive benefits, especially for hair, since they can block DHT. Now, why is this important? Well, this is because having a high level of DHT can make the hair follicles smaller and produce smaller hair until it can no longer be pushed out of the scalp. So something like a 5-alpha reductase inhibitor stops DHT from binding itself to the scalp tissue, ultimately preventing hair loss. And this is how finasteride works. It's also used as a 5-alpha reductase inhibitor, which shows a significant impact on hair growth and prevents hair loss in men. Well, pumpkin seed oil has been shown to block the action of 5-alpha reductase as well, and also has anti-androgenic effects on rats, which is why theoretically it may have been the reason why it worked in the study. But not so fast, right? The study had two major flaws in my opinion, and we're just going to go ahead and dissect them so that we can be as thorough as possible in this video. The first was the study was short, small, and only performed on men. Less than 100 men were given the supplement over 24 weeks, and women were not part of the test group. It would actually have been nice to see a longer study for both men and women. The second was the pumpkin seed oil study didn't actually study pumpkin seed oil by itself. It studied a supplement called Octisabl Plus, which is a Korean health supplement that includes octocosanol mixed with vegetable powder, evening primrose powder, corn silk powder, and tomato powder. The issue is that red clover polyphenols may help reduce excess estrogen, which could have led to some confounding issues in the study. Maybe it was the red clover that did most of the lifting, right? Even though the 2014 study proved a bit controversial, there was enough solid evidence to suggest a link between pumpkin seed oil and increased hair thickness. I mean, where did all the thickness come from then? But before we get into that, let me tell you what I liked about the study, because we go over hair loss a lot on the channel and the studies that look into the solutions. This is the interesting part. We actually have a study conducted on humans and not rats this time. Everything seems to regrow hair on rats, but rarely these effects ever carry to humans. I know, it's funny, right? Secondly, it utilized a randomized double-blind placebo-controlled design in evaluating the long-term effects of pumpkin seed oil on pattern hair loss, which is the gold standard of clinical research. But I wanted to investigate a completely different angle when it comes to pumpkin seed oil in our hair. Yes, we have the 5-alpha reductase lowering effects and subsequently lowering DHT levels in the tissue, but also we have the zinc pathway. And this is where I think it must have played a role as well, especially on the thickness aspect. You see, skin has the third highest abundance of zinc in all the body tissues. In fact, zinc is required for the proliferation and differentiation of the cells in the outermost layer of our skin, epidermal keratinocytes. So it's no surprise that deficiencies in trace elements such as zinc, magnesium 2, and calcium are associated with a rare form of hair loss called alopecia areata, and may also be involved in the pathogenesis of pattern hair loss too. But is there any proof that being deficient in zinc leads to hair loss? Actually, yes. We have a recent meta-analysis which found that people with alopecia areata had lower serum zinc levels compared to healthy individuals. The good news: pumpkin seed oil is abundant in these very minerals, zinc, magnesium, iron, and calcium, and when applied topically or even taken as a supplement, can potentially make a difference. I made a video that goes into the role of zinc for hair in more depth in this video that I actually encourage you to watch next. So if you wanted to test pumpkin seed oil on yourself, how would you even go about doing it? Well, there are many ways to do it, but what I would do is this. Apply 1 teaspoon, you could also go up to a tablespoon amount of the oil to the scalp and massage it in for 3 minutes. Leave it on for at least 30 minutes then before rinsing it out with warm water, and then repeat the process 3 to 5 times a week. Now, this isn't sponsored, but the one by Cliganic has a 100% pure and natural cold pressed organic pumpkin seed oil for about $10 that I'll leave below for you as my affiliate link, not sponsored. I'll also link down there some other hair growth formulations too that you can add in addition to pumpkin seed oil to help boost these effects even more, as well as one of my favorite biotin and collagen supplements for skin and hair too. But I'm more curious to hear back from you guys. What are your thoughts on pumpkin seed oil? Have you tried it yourself? What do you guys actually currently use for hair growth or stopping hair loss? Comment down below, and until then guys, I'll see you on the next one.